In.
Oh, okay.
Move to the center.
In.
4,
It's the stab.
5.
Here.
Is that bringing you to the
Again.
center? You go like this.
It's the stab.
The
No,
block
no,
is
step, step, step.
The block is
Here.
up.
It's like somebody stabs
Up. Look.
from there,
Look.
and
Look. You see them crossing?
you keep it from penetrating even further. So what I'm doing, once here I step back. I step back, right. I step back on the right. I pull, push out, withdraw out. Right? But what I do is left hand on the wrist, lock, and then instead of here, I collapse to the fingers. Okay, and move here. Yeah. Fingers. Here. So I have the thumb here and the 4 fingers here, and I collapse onto the fingers, and I put pressure here, and I can slip through, or I can just hit. Now you can notice that I put here. Now, what I do from this point here is, as I got this, I roll over. You see? Now when I roll over here, my left hand, my right leg is out. So what I do, I roll over, and the pressure is down. Here.
Okay. Ready? This one is going under.
Okay, again. Here, push out. Here, collapse. Fingers.
Now the one that's under
Here,
the block, right?
wrist.
Ready? Block.
Roll, and then I go down, and then I scrape the fingers out.
You can do still a little corkscrew too with it too.
Oh, absolutely.
Back again.
Absolutely. So the main, here, here.
Back again.
Now the main objective, step close to me.
Back again.
Here, the main objective, if somebody is to stab you, right, you stab,
Back again.
yeah, right, step forward, yeah, push out, because it can happen, you know, and the tip may get in,
Block.
but I'm keeping you from going
The hand.
hopefully further in, so I may get
No, the one
punctured,
that's under. The one
and
that's
hopefully not in
under.
any vital area,
The one,
so I push out,
the one that's under. Ready? Cross your
and
hand.
my fingers,
Which one's
thumb,
locked?
here, wrist,
Okay, ready?
and I locked, and what I do is,
Why do you bring
see?
your hand here?
right,
No.
you see how
Around here.
I thrust,
Ready?
I thrust upward. Then I thrust upward to the elbow, and then I just turn down.
You're going like this.
Now we're gonna remember we were doing the right side. Now we're gonna do the left.
All right, bend that front knee.
And that one, yes. You understand? See, there's no need for this
Now
one to
you
come
should have
over
stepped
this way when this
with
one
your
is
hand
coming
with the
to
left,
you.
right?
Take
Step back.
time. This one is
You got it.
coming.
Right. Go ahead. Now
That's a
roll over.
Ready?
Roll. Now you remember you thrust my elbow
You just got
and
out
push
that
up,
hand, so
push
that
up,
should not be on top.
and over.
Now go.
Right.
The hand is in the change, the
Right.
hand goes to
And
the
then
bottom.
straight the
Don't
finger.
just put your
Okay?
hand out.
Here.
So this one is in the change.
Now let me-
It's gonna go to the bottom,
Remember.
and then it's
She
coming
should
up.
be, you should
This one is in the change.
Remember what's going on.
And then it's coming
Yeah.
up.
Just do this.
Everybody understand?
Right,
So
go ahead.
the hand is in the change, it's
Here.
gonna go underneath.
You see?
You get somebody
Here.
to help when you think you're gonna do
Right.
this.
You see how I?
Everybody got
So
that?
now, when it's a
See how-
left, when it's a left, you still operate
Yeah,
with
you
the
still-
fingers on the left.
Yeah, you
left
still,
foot finger.
now, before it was left wrist, right to the fingers. Now it's right wrist,
Left to the
right to the right. Now, you remember what I'm doing here. You see, I'm not pushing here. What I'm doing is, I'm just moving, I'm thrusting
Let me see your body.
upward to the elbow, to the elbow.
Good. Go.
Here, you see,
Good.
you know?
Cross your hand.
Right here is enough.
Yes, sir.
This one was here in the
And
chamber.
then I got the fingers
Ready?
here,
Yes, sir.
right.
Yes.
And then you'll open,
Okay, cross your hand.
right, I got your fingers here,
Yes.
you see? And I brace
Yes, sir.
here,
Shoulders
and
like
I'm
this.
open,
Good.
Back. Look,
And then
Straight.
front knee.
your head is open, right?
Okay.
That's why it's supposed
you
to
got
be
it? Okay,
crushed.
let's
Don't
try it.
anticipate she
I'm
coming.
coming with the left side.
Lock your head.
So she may switch
Up
up,
higher.
do something else.
Okay, now both hands have to work in coordination. You can't work
Cross
them,
your hands.
work them both together. Again, work them both together.
Lock.
That's right.
Why did that hand
You
go
see, now
up?
I'm locked.
That one underneath?
You see, And I have no flexibility because you got my wrist and my fingers. And then it turns in my hand. So there's no flexibility, plus I can feel the pressure. Now you roll, thrust my elbow, thrust upward. That's right, don't be afraid, go ahead. Now, keep it twisted inward, right? Now go down and sit easily. And then scrape
You're back to this.
from here.
No, you have to go
You
here.
see?
It's
Here.
okay, everything counts.
Right.
And because if you don't have it right the first time, you're gonna get cut.
Right. And you're gonna get a fight on your hands, especially when you grab the knife. Because then it becomes a survival between you and that person. Here.
With the right
Okay?
hand, right?
Show me your ass.
Using your left leg.
Okay, now as soon as you feel the touch, I want you to move.
I need to see that.
Come this way.
No,
As soon as you feel the touch, I want you to move.
left, I mean, your right,
That's
right,
right.
your
Push
right
out.
leg.
There you go. There you go. You're pushing out. You're withdrawing. You thrust in here, you push out, back towards him. Now as you do that, thrust the elbow up. Now, go up like a sword. Right, yeah. That's it. Now, pivot and down. No, but see, you just turned the wrist.
Oh,
You gotta
keep the
keep
wrist,
this.
keep the
No,
wrist.
inside. Inside.
Us.
Don't lose the,
Right
no.
hand, left hand.
Watch me.
I know this is my right hand.
And you see how they cross it?
Yeah.
You see how they
See,
cross it?
you see how I bring the wrist inside. You see, inside. So I'm bringing inside. You see how
What's that?
the pressure?
It's almost throwing into
Right.
it. You know?
I can throw you, yeah, if I want to. But what I want to do is disarm you. So when I throw the wrist, you see how the wrist bends? Feel your wrist here. It's bending this way. What you're doing to me is you have me like this. You have me this way. You're releasing the pressure when you do it that way. But once I get you here, you know, and you see how I collapse the elbow and the wrist. Look. You see, all I do is keep it locked. And I let the pressure do
Yes.
the rest.
Now, just make sure that this one is elbow
Here,
someone in the back,
start
okay?
here.
I'm
So
close.
you
Look
practice.
at my feet. So if I'm starting here, I'm ending here. Move your feet.
That's right.
Right, you see, you can't stay with me.
Now, go ahead, thrust upward like a sword, right? Keep the wrist going inside.
No, I want you to just go and make the X.
Keep the thrust up. And keep the wrist twisted.
Make the X.
Now pivot and come down. And scrape down.
Why did you?
No, scrape the fingers with that finger here. Scrape it. That's right. See, when I wanted this arm,